all of our co-sponsors. So when I call out your name, if you're on, just say a real brief hello and a couple of quick things about your company. So Jillian with Coast to Coast.
Hi guys, I'm Jillian Mikowski with Coast to Coast Medical Network. We are a national diagnostic network. We are not a multi-specialty network. We're one of the few networks out there that only does diagnostics, so we consider ourselves a specialty network. And we specialize in contacting patients the same day and scheduling in 24 hours. And we have been, we've really enjoyed being a part of this. Thank you for having us and looking forward to today's meditation.
Thank you. And Euryclides Gilman. I'm not sure if I saw Nicole come on, but
no, it's just me today, Caitlin Oliver Horowitz. I'm with Euryclides Gilman. We are an insurance defense firm that does only workers' compensation work. We're located in Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee. I personally am in the Gainesville office here in Florida, so I handle Northeast Florida claims. I can also do some Central Florida as I just moved from the Orlando office. So please reach out to me if you have any questions regarding the legal aspect of workers' compensation.
Wonderful, thank you. And Melanie, MKCM.
Hi everyone, I'm Melanie Gomez with MKCM. We are a national case management company offering telehealth, task, field, telephonic, all the case management services. We're based out of Boca Raton, Florida, and I am in Colorado right now. I'm normally in California, but.
Thanks, Melanie, appreciate it. And Annalise, just begin.
Hi everyone, I'm Annalise. I actually brought Melissa with us today. I know we saw.
Hi everyone.
Oh, hi Melissa.
Hi.
Melissa is the editor-in-chief of Just Begin magazine, so I had her come on today so she could introduce herself to you guys. Melissa.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Diaz. You know my mom, Madi, majority of you. So thanks Annalise for getting me on this call. We have our next edition coming out next week for August, so looking forward to that. Our website's justbeginmag.com.
If you guys haven't, just one more thing, if you haven't joined the site yet, make sure you do, so that way you can get all the updates and the release of the new magazine for next week. So we're super excited, and thank you again to wonderful ladies for putting this on.
Thank you. Thanks so much for joining us and for supporting us. So, and I'm Yvonne Guibert, Guibert Services, and I do marketing for the workers' comp and insurance industry. I've been in the industry forever, and thank you, Kristen, for joining us today. Work Comp Central is one of my longest running clients, and I have a couple of other clients in the space. So if you need any help with marketing, give me a shout. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Robin, and just wanted to say, if you're new joining us today, thank you so much for taking time out for yourself. Julie Featherman, Robin, and I started this series as a way to help us get a little bit more grounded and carve out some space for our time, carve out some time for ourselves so that we can get a little bit more balance as we start out the week. And I know you guys are probably all tired of seeing me do it. I really mean it. Monday has become my favorite day. I really look forward to this session and spending time with all of you and spending time with ourselves to get in the right headspace. So with that, take it away, Robin.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Thank you all again for being here. It's so lovely to see all your faces. So this is the last week in our 4 weeks to living a more mindful life. And you know, I have a program that I work with high achieving women similar to this. It's a 4-week program, and I have been calling it mindful living, but I think I'm changing it to soulful living, because mindfulness really does help us create a soulful life. And this is the culmination week. This is us really understanding how living mindfully, living soulfully helps us connect to divine. And what I hope to teach everyone is that there are opportunities for divinity in every moment. And this even comes in moments of pain. And I can speak to that with some great authority, as I've held the hand of my father while he died. He took his last breath. But there was so much connection to source in that very painful moment. And what I've learned through my consistent mindfulness practice is that the string, the thread that connects all of those great moments, like falling in love or the birth of a child, or any of those things that where you just can feel the life inside of you just permeating, it's that present moment. It's that being all consumed, all present in that moment that's happening now. It's the abandonment of the laundry list of things we have to do, or the abandonment of our attachment to regret. It's just being there, present in that moment. And really, that's all mindfulness is teaching us. You know, there are all these beautiful ancillary things that come along with it. We become a little nicer. We become a little healthier and less stressed out. But at the end of the day, what it really does is it connects us to source. It connects us to our divinity. And that is not connected to any religious belief. That is not discriminate of any individual upbringing or belief system. That is just the core of who we are. All connected, all loving, all present. And so that's really what this is. That's what this whole 4 weeks was about. And I'm trying to get people to recognize that in our family relationships and in our friendship relationships, when we're really connected to someone and we're really attending to that relationship, we're present, right? We're really, you know, you've been with a girlfriend before where you lose like hours because you're just like delighted in their presence and delighted in that communion with one another. Every aspect of our life that is available to us. It's available to us when we nourish ourselves properly with food. I mean, we've all had that like incredible meal where we're like, every bite is heaven and you can taste every bit of it and there's so much nuance in it. That's presence. That's awareness. That's not being distracted. And unfortunately, we live in a highly distracted, highly medicated society. And when I say medicated, I'm not just talking about pills. I'm talking about TV and phones and, you know, every bit of distraction that we can to medicate ourselves and to draw us out of that present moment. And so this is really what this training is all about. It's really all about teaching us to just show up and be present in our moments of life, because that's where all the magic is. If you think of every single moment in your life that you're just like, that was like so beautiful and that enriched you, in some ways enriched you in not so great ways, like traumatic ways, there's so much presence there, so much attention to that moment. You're void of that distraction. And so that's what we do on the mat. We train ourselves to go back to that space, to our natural state of being connected and being present. And that's where all the divinity is. And it's not just in religious ceremony that it's available to you. It's in that moment of food. It's in that moment of communion with loved ones, right? It's in doing the things that you love and that you're passionate about. You know, those things that set your soul on fire. That's our divinity. That's our connection to source. That's our connection to one another. That's where we're our best selves. So with that soapbox, I will read to you one of my favorite quotes from a book that I'm going to recommend. So you don't have to write this down because it will come in the email later, but it's called The Care of the Soul by Thomas More. And it's the aim of soul work, which is really what I believe this is. Therefore, it is not an adjustment to accepted norms or to an image of the statistically healthy individual. Rather, the goal is a richly elaborated life connected to society and nature, woven into culture of family, nation, and globe. The idea is not to be superficially adjusted, but to be profoundly connected in the heart to ancestors and to living brothers and sisters in all the many communities that claim our hearts. And so that's what I really hope that this consistent mindfulness practice will provide to you. But today we're going to get in and we're going to go straight into that sort of religious ceremonial support of connecting to the divine. And we're going to do that one through visualization. So we're going to connect to our heart space and visualize the light that lives within all of us, right? And then we're going to allow that to encompass us, to surround us. And then we're also going to bring in mantra, right, which is a sound. And we're going to use the sound Om, which is considered the sound of the source of all things. So with that, emails down, phones down, disconnect, be present. I'm shutting this camera off for you. Everybody get into a beautifully comfortable position. And so allowing yourself to be comfortable, either seated or lying down. We take that moment to notice our breath. Yoga defines our breath as prana, which is our life source. And so simply noticing the act of breathing has this magical response in our body where it slows down our heart rate and lowers our blood pressure. And it allows us to settle into our physical being, inviting a sense of release and relaxation. And here we can begin to turn away from our exterior experience and connect to the inside. Connect to that subtle body energy that is just as true and real as everything that we can see and touch. Being fully within our physical body today, we just quickly take a scan, take notice how the body feels today. Is there a particular area that is nagging at us, that's tense or tight? And if so, see if you can invite that in-breath. Imagine that in-breath moving to that area of the body, and on the exhale, releasing any stuck energy. Sometimes we'll find tension in the jaw, and so we can see if we can invite it to release now. Or maybe the shoulders are high and tight, and so we let them release and get heavy. We allow the belly to be soft so that it can fully expand with each deep inhale. And contract with each exhale. Now with the body in a more relaxed state, I want you to focus on your heart center. And here I want you to just infuse this area with a sense of love, of gratitude, and of peace. These things are available to us in every moment with just our calling out to them. And as you focus on that heart center, I want you to imagine just a pinhead of white light right in the center of your chest. And with each breath, allow that light to grow. Until it fills the whole cavity of your chest. Even further until it breaks through the barrier of your physical body. Allow the breath to invite that white light to fill the space around you, almost in a sphere, completely encompassing you, protecting your physical being, both in it and around it. Distracting thoughts may arise. Sensations in the body may pull your attention elsewhere. And if they do, just see if you can't imagine on your exhales blowing those thoughts and sensations outside of that sphere. The breath is deep and steady. And now I want you to introduce the mantra. If your mics are off, you can say it audibly in your room or silently in your head. Om. Om. Just repeating that mantra. This sound has been referred to as the source of all things. So even silently, allow it to reverberate in your body. Om. Om. Whenever you're distracted, again, return to that white sphere of light, cradling your entire being, and the mantra, Om. Continue with your meditation until you hear the sound of the bell. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Move the body intuitively any way that feels good. Maybe a little stretch with your arms above your head. Rolling out the neck, shrugging the shoulders. Just slowly and intentionally coming back to that external experience. Hi. Donna, you look relaxed. I like it. Hi. How's everyone feeling? Unmute, join us.
I have to unmute everybody. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Everybody's unmuted.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was really awesome. I loved the layering on with the oming with this particular meditation. I really felt the vibrations. I chose to lay down.
Oh, I can't hear her very well. It's cutting out, and I'm so sad.
Cut out, Natalie, but I took that you enjoyed it. You were laying down and you enjoyed it and you felt the vibration. That's awesome.
That is great. Yeah, I mean, if you can, I always say to audibly chant Om, because you can really feel it. Like you can feel it in the throat, and you can feel it in this energy center kind of vibrating up. It's really beautiful. And then I feel like if you chant it a couple of times, then even as you're doing it silently, you can still kind of connect to that vibration. I know some of you are in offices and maybe that would be weird for to start chanting Om, but yeah, it's one of my favorite meditations.
And that's a good reminder. Reminder to everybody, we do record the sessions and we are trying our best, Robin and I, to get them all packaged up and posted within a day or so. So they're always available there to revisit when you're in a more comfortable spot.
Where are they posted at?
So Robin do you send them in your email, Robin?
I don't, because I usually send my email before we get them packaged.
Okay. So there's a group that we have on LinkedIn. So Denise, if you haven't seen it yet, message me on LinkedIn and I'll invite you to the group.
Okay.
So I usually post them in the group, and then I always, or don't always, sometimes I post them out on just my LinkedIn profile, but I can shoot it to you directly. There's a playlist, so every week we just keep adding to the playlist, so they're all there.
All there.
Okay, so thank you again, guys, for joining us. Mary Jo, what did you think?
I thought it was great. Thank you. Look I was on the floor. My hair is like standing straight up.
Love it.
Which is great. No judgment here, right, ladies?
No, not at all. And I forgot to say, I always have the best of intentions to say all these great things, and then I forget. But I don't know if we have any other first timers, but so if you're new to the practice of meditation, sometimes it takes a while, as Robin will tell you, to get to where you can tune out all the other noises and stuff. But starting is the first step. And so the more you do it, the easier it becomes to flip that switch and shut everything else out. So just starting the practice is a really great thing.
Yep. And also next month we are starting our chakra series. And so is that next week? It is next week, right?
It is.
Or is it next week? Okay, yeah. But so we're starting with the root chakra next week, and we're just going to go over like kind of a pretty deep dive on the chakras, and we'll address one each week. And we'll have a corresponding meditation for it. And I think it'll be really interesting for you guys. And I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, so this will be a two-parter since there are 7 chakras. And so we'll do 4 of them in August. We are taking the week, the 17th we'll take off because that is WCI virtual. And we want to support Julie and everybody that's working hard to bring WCI to the virtual space. And then we'll pick back up. And then, so 4 chakras in August, and then we'll finish off the 3 in September. So this is a 2-part series.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today. And it's always such a pleasure. I hope that you have a beautiful week.